So recently, my son's band was signed by a record label.
A record deal? Unbelievable. Whenever we're about to get on a stage for a huge audience, I always give my dad like a FaceTime kind of moment.
You see the crowd, you see the emotion.
You know, he has that experience for the first time with me, and it's really important to me.
I created a rock star.
There for you when it matters most. Get iPhone XR on us when you buy the latest iPhone, and Apple Music on us with Unlimited. Only on Verizon.
Welcome to the Shaggyshane Kansas City Chiefs 2019 draft wrap-up of your Kansas City Chiefs draft selection of the second and third round. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kansas City Chiefs freaks worldwide of all ages, you can get excited about these Kansas City Chiefs draft picks. Hell yes! Now let's break it down. But first, it is important that I discuss or finish where I left off 48 hours ago when I was dissecting the Kansas City Chiefs trading for Frank Clark. Was I upset about Frank Clark coming to Kansas City? Only because of the fact your Kansas City Chiefs had to give up so much for Frank Clark. I felt they could have only had to give up a second. But does Frank Clark make the Kansas City Chiefs defense better? Frank Clark is the man. No question. Frank Clark is the man, and he does make the Kansas City Chiefs defense better. High-powered defensive end, he's going to take care of business. He's going to come to Kansas City Chiefs and be the man. Am I flip-flopping? No, because I still feel like the Chiefs could have gave up less. They didn't have to give up that much to get Frank Clark. And when they missed on previous second-round draft picks, it upset me. But Frank Clark comes to Kansas City, will be the premier defensive end. Between him and Khalil Mack, sack stats-wise, this is the man you want as a defensive end. Now, moving forward, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Tyreek Hill news we waited for finally came out. Granted, it took a day after Crystal Espinal finally turned in everything after a day after he was turned out to be not guilty of it, or not guilty, but not charged with anything. Well, 24 hours later, here comes the Tyreek Hill news. Sucks. It keeps getting worse. But ladies and gentlemen, we're putting Tyreek Hill out the window. Bye, Tyreek. See ya. You screwed your NFL career up. Bye. We're the only team that gave Tyreek Hill a chance, and Tyreek Hill responded by screwing up. Get out of here. I've had enough. I don't want to hear any more Tyreek Hill news. It's over. I've had enough. I'll shut you up. Yes, Tyreek Hill. Get out. You're gone. You're history. We're done. Tyreek Hill. See ya. Now, let's look at these Kansas City Chiefs draft picks, baby. Let's look at them. Ron Tepper called it, and I'll get to more about Ron Tepper here in a second. Wide receiver, kick returner out of Georgia, the fastest guy in the draft, McCole Hardman. McCole Hardman. Those that follow me on Facebook know that Ron Tepper called this 24 hours ago when the Tyreek Hill news went down. You may ask, well, who's Ron Tepper? Ron Tepper is my draft guru. Ron Tepper spent 10 years covering the Pittsburgh Steelers draft. He wrote for Bleacher Report, The Sporting News, and Warpaint Illustrated. When he worked 10 years for the Steelers, he worked alongside of Myron Cope. Ron Tepper is my draft guru. Ron Tepper follows the draft. He follows these kids. When I'm usually breaking down the Chiefs in August, Ron Tepper will send me a private message in August saying, "Hey, Shaggy, the Kansas City Chiefs should take a look at this guy." And I'll be like, "Ron, thanks for the info. I'll get back with you on that in March." It's August. But Ron Tepper is on these kids. He follows these kids. So major props to Ron Tepper for calling this 24 hours ago on my Facebook. He said, this is the Chiefs need to get first out of Georgia, McCole Hardman. What does he bring? He came into Georgia as a quarterback. At Georgia, he also played corner before he was switched to wide receiver. In Andy Reid's offense, this kid is going to be a steal. He's going to be a steal. He's going to fit right in with Demarcus Robinson and Sammy Watkins, Garrett Dieter, and Byron Pringle. These guys are studs at wide receiver. We look forward to watching them compete. Like I said, the Chiefs have only drafted the second and third round. There's still more to go this weekend, but this guy here, McCole Hardman, is going to be a stud. Now let's look. With the second pick in the second round, the Kansas City Chiefs took Juan Thornhill out of Virginia. This kid is a thumper. He could play closer to the line of scrimmage, with playing Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu can use his freaking skill set playing close to the line of scrimmage, and Juan Thornhill can play in the back. Juan Thornhill is a thumper. Look on YouTube. I'm not going to say I have all the freaking secret film on him because the masses worldwide. Go to YouTube, hit Juan Thornhill. Then follow Seth Kaiser on Twitter for his breakdown of these kids because he's got the game film on him. Major prop. I love Juan Thornhill. You know, at first I was sitting there, it'd be sexy and tempting to get DK Metcalf, but when I saw the film on Juan Thornhill and what Seth Kaiser and Terez Paylor were breaking down on this kid is an animal. He's a thumper. He's ready to destroy. Love him involved in this situation with this defense. And then in the third round, the Chiefs took defensive tackle, big body, Colin Sanders. He's a freaking big, thick body. You could put him in the middle with Chris Jones on the one side. You could put the defensive end, the front four, how I'm looking at it right now. Granted, we haven't had training camp. We haven't had the June OTAs, which really will bring into light what exactly where they're going to be on the line. But I'm thinking it's going to be in the middle, Chris Jones, Derek Nottie in rotation with Colin Sanders. And on the other side, it's going to be, of course, Frank Clark, who's going to be an animal on the left side. And on the right side, it's either going to be Breland Speaks or Tano Passanio. I don't want to rule out Tano Passanio because he's ideal in a 4-3. As I mentioned on my vent fest, excuse my language, Tuesday when I felt like we gave up too much for Frank Clark. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I know we got Okafor, and I know we got Emmanuel Ogba, and now we got Breland Speaks and Tano Passanio for this defensive line. So I feel like the defensive line's really come into play. And now the safety situation with Tyrann Mathieu and the stud Juan Thornhill is really coming to play. I feel like there's still some picks later on tomorrow or in free agency that will take care of the situation at wide receiver that we're going to have because Tyreek Hill is going to be gone. And, with that, I really love this offseason. Yes, I'm excited about Frank Clark. People thought, man, Shaggy, you're being too negative. Again, I'm going to say this one more time, and then we're going to be done talking about it. I felt like we gave up too much of Frank Clark. The Seahawks showed their hand, just like the 49ers showed their hand. The Chiefs overpaid for Alex Smith, and the Chiefs overpaid for Frank Clark. But that's neither here nor there. It's in the background. It's behind us. We're looking forward. The defense is being rebuilt. And before I go, the last thing I want to say, these dark days are like a bad dream. You got to hold on to the good things. These dark days are like a bad dream. We got to hold on to the good things. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my song in the last 3 years for my Shaggyshane postgame, written by Chad Buchanan of Delta Shade. Chad Buchanan is Jay Buchanan's little brother. He's in a band called Delta Shade. They kick some ass in California. Hope you check it out. That is my theme every week. And getting to the point, these dark days are like a bad dream. We got to hold on to the good things. Ladies and gentlemen, Chiefs have dealt with so many domestic disputes, so many bad things have happened. They're cleaning house, they're doing the right thing, and we're moving forward. We're moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, with a great team. Spagnola's got his players, and your Kansas City Chiefs are continuing to draft. Do I trust Brett Veach? Yes. We all should trust Brett Veach. It is okay to be critical. It is okay to say, "Oh, Veach, what are you doing? You gave up too much for these cats. Come on, dude." But we still love him. We know he's in there. We know he's evaluating. So trust Brett Veach. And before we wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen, continue to follow your Kansas City Chiefs, what they do this weekend. Get over to Red Tribe Cinema and check out their new video. It's Patrick Mahomes playing baseball. It's Mahomes in the Majors. Clay Windler really put together some awesome work. It's Patrick Mahomes playing baseball with his dad for the Kansas City Royals. So if you like seeing Patrick Mahomes play for the Chiefs, check him out on Red Tribe Cinema and see him playing baseball with his dad. It's called Mahomes in the Majors. Red Tribe Cinema is continuing to pump it out. Because you know Arrowhead Stadium is just 4 miles down the road. It's a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? We're going to Arrowhead Stadium. Well, maybe in September when the season starts. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been an upsetting offseason. Again, we threw Tyreek Hill out the window here. He's gone. He's history. These dark days are like a bad dream. We got to hold on to the good things. All right. Thank you, Ron Tepper. Thank you for breaking it down and sending me these information on these kids. Follow Ron Tepper on Facebook. He's the man. Again, this is Shaggyshane saying, you guys all kick ass. I'll wrap it up with you Sunday night in Shaggy's Draft Corner. Join me Sunday night and we'll break down this entire Kansas City Chiefs draft. Until Sunday night, this is Shaggyshane saying, go Chiefs!